Canadians are rallying behind King Charles, calling on him to open the Parliament as a clear stand against the fierce trade battles stirred up by President Donald Trump. This move is seen as a powerful way to send a message of unity, leaving many to wonder what bold steps lie ahead. Many feel that the King's presence during the state opening of Parliament will speak volumes. They believe that when he walks into the Grand Hall, every step will echo a promise of support against a backdrop of stormy trade disputes led by Trump. Across the country, citizens have praised King Charles for his calm and steady diplomacy. His quiet strength stands in sharp contrast to Mr. Trump's loud push to turn Canada into what some call America's 51st state. Could this gentle resolve be the key to fending off such pressure? Local sources now hint that the King's visit at the opening ceremony is almost certain once the federal election wraps up this spring. The air is charged with expectation. Will his attendance mark a turning point for the nation? Andrew Percy, a former Conservative MP now living in Vancouver, calls the idea a smart political move. An insider adds, "We have a history here. The Queen once graced the ceremony, and that moment boosted Canadian spirits." Such memories seem to fuel hope for today's challenges. Recently, the King proudly wore his Canadian medals aboard the HMS Prince of Wales, and just last week, he gifted his Canadian aide a brand new ceremonial sword at Buckingham Palace. These vivid displays of unity and pride have stirred many hearts. Will they spark a fresh wave of national confidence? Former Tory leader Sir Ian Duncan Smith also joined the call, remarking, "King Charles is also our king in Canada, a country that has always fought for freedom and upholds our shared values." His words add an extra layer of meaning to the unfolding drama. Though the exact date for Canada's next election remains unknown, it must be held before October. Sources expect the vote to take place this spring, adding more suspense to the story. History shows us that the late Queen attended the opening back in 1957, and George VI visited during a royal tour in 1939. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers insists, a visit by the King or any royal member is essential. He must do all he can to make Canadians feel cherished. Commenting on Trump's second state visit to Britain, Mr. Percy warns, it would leave Trump in a tight spot. Accepting a visit with the King while still threatening Canada is a risky game. What will happen next in this high-stakes dance?